Lycoris Recoil is one of the animes of the season. Okay, I get it. You're most likely thinking that I think Lycoris Recoil is a bad show because of the blatant Morbius meme. But seriously, even without the meme's context, describing Lycoris Recoil using that string of words makes sense. Let me explain. So to start, I've seen the show up to the latest episode, which is episode 6, and quite frankly, while it's evident that something will happen down the line, not much really happened in the first 6 episodes. Like, sure, the animation's polished relative to the art style that it's trying to use, and the characters have been established long enough that we know quite a bunch of things about them. And to put it simply, as of episode 6, all the set pieces are pretty much in place. And the only thing that is missing at this point is the events that will involve the set pieces that are in the chessboard. So essentially, the first 6 episodes are basically a very long introduction of what we're dealing with. And this in itself is neither a good thing or a bad thing. Hence, why I titled the video the way it is, despite the meme culture that surrounds it. Given that explanation relative to where we are right now with the story, I only have one concern with Lycoris Recoil, which I hope they won't do. Last year, I watched an anime called Tact of Destiny, and like Lycoris Recoil, had a long introduction as well before the story started to ramp up the developments. The only issue with Tact of Destiny is that the anime wasted whatever potential that the premise presented with its, to put it simply, bad writing. Right now, I don't see anything that can be inherently described as bad writing in Lycoris Recoil's first 6 episodes, so we're safe for now. But the thing is, just because it's sitting pretty today doesn't mean that the public's perception won't suddenly swing in the other direction. You have to remember, it only takes a single badly written episode to destroy Chisato's House of Cards, and until we have insurmountable evidence to suggest that the writing for the show is good, even in crunch time, or in other words, the big events down the line, I will not go ahead and call this show as a good one or a bad one, because clearly this anime is one of those animes where things like the 1 episode rule or the 3 episode rule do not apply. It's trying to go long, and I don't mind that, but I do mind if it ends up wasting my time because the story turned out to be a flop when things get intense. And before I end this review, just to summarize, the title is what it is because the story hasn't done enough to warrant an impression from me. And my only concern is that it is still susceptible to bad writing despite everything it has built so far. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for me for this multi-episode review. I thank you all for watching and see you guys in the next episode.